Good morning to you. I hope and pray that you're having a blessed Tuesday morning so far and that things are going well. Thus far this week, this Sunday, we were in Second Samuel, mostly. Second Samuel chapter 9, and we were talking about a man named Mephibosheth. And of course, Mephibosheth was the son of Jonathan, the grandson of King Saul. When he was 5 years old, as is told to us in Second Samuel chapter 4, his nurse dropped him, most likely while trying to escape after Saul has died and Jonathan has died, and he was crippled in both feet. He was lame in both feet. And apparently, this stuck with him throughout his lifetime. And it's even described when he's an adult in chapter 9, and he even has a son of his own. And so we know that some time has gone by and that this is an affliction that didn't just stay with him as a young child, but stayed with him throughout his lifetime. And of course, it's at this point, while he's an adult, that David remembers the covenant that he has made with not only Saul, but with also Jonathan, especially. And we talked about that Hebrew word chesed, and it's a word that can mean steadfast love. It can also carry the understanding of relational covenant, but it also can carry the understanding of grace. And what we saw in chapter 9 was David extending grace to Mephibosheth, grace in as unmerited favor, as in there was nothing that Mephibosheth could do or had done to deserve the grace, and he couldn't repay based on the grace that was being shown to him. Of course, David brings him to Jerusalem. He gives him the lands of his grandfather Saul back. He gives him servants to take care of the land. And also, he allows Mephibosheth to eat at the king's table all his days. And of course, for us, it reminds us that the grace that our God has given us, it's not a grace that we deserve. It's not a grace that we can pay back, but it's a grace that God freely gives us. And as we talked about with Mephibosheth, we have the opportunity whether to accept that grace or to deny that grace. It's just like with any gift. We can say, thank you, I appreciate it, I'm very thankful for it. Or we can say, don't need it, no thank you at all. I do want to share one verse that I didn't share on Sunday, and that's found in the book of Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 9. And notice what it says. And we got our Hebrew word here in this verse. Know therefore that the Lord your God is God, the faithful God, who keeps covenant and steadfast love. That steadfast love is that chesed word that we talked about Sunday, with those who love him and keep his commandments to 1,000 generations. Notice God's steadfast love, his grace is with those who love him. And of course, those who love him are the ones that are willing to accept that great gift of grace. So I ask you the question, when the king comes and offers you grace, do you accept it? Or do you say, I'm good, I don't need it? Of course, as Christians, we know we need that grace. We got to have that grace. Without it, we're dead in the water. We're slaves to sin without it. But with it, the blood of Christ covers us. And we have the opportunity to be adopted as children of God, to be his, to be with him for eternity. So have you taken hold of that grace? And if not, why not? What's keeping you back? I hope and pray that you have a great week. Remember, God loves you. He does. We just talked about it. But I love you too. Be a blessing to somebody. Let them know that God loves them. God willing, we'll see you again next week. God bless.